Are you able to see? I think you are able to see.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So let's come to the first question. Lost Spring by Anis Jam. Read the extracts given below and answer the questions that follow. My acquaintance with the barefoot rag pickers lead me to Simapuri, a place on the periphery of Delhi yet miles away from it, metaphorically. Those who live here are squatters who came from Bangladesh back in 1971. Sahis family is among them. Simapuri was then a wilderness. It still is, but it is no longer empty. In structures of mud with the roofs of tin and tarpaulin, devoid of sewage, drainage, or running water, live 10,000 rag pickers. They have lived here for more than 30 years without an identity, without permits, but with ration cards that get their names on voters' lists and enable them to buy grain. What is more important for survival than identity? The first question, A. How did the author reach Simapuri? There are four options are there. Obliged by his duty, by official orders, by his contact with rag pickers because of his friend's work. Which is the correct answer?
By his contact with the rag pickers.
Option.
Yes. Option 3 is the correct answer. Right. What does the phrase devoid of sewage, drainage, or running water help us understand about the condition of the rag pickers? They live in place unfit for human living. They have made Simapuri their home. The rag pickers live near sewage pipes. The rag pickers strive for their livelihood. Which is the correct answer?
Option A. They live in places unfit for human life.
Yes, correct. Option 1 is the correct answer. Which people came to reside in Simapuri? Refugees from Bangladesh, refugees from Punjab, refugees from Pakistan, refugees from Kashmir. Of course, it is
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. It was very direct question. How does Simapuri earlier? How was it earlier? Densely populated, uninhabited, a second place, forest area. This is the correct answer. Hello? This is the correct answer.
Uninhabited ആണ്.
Uninhabited. Some of you may have a doubt with this maybe forest area, but it is said that now also it is forest. It is mentioned in the lesson. Earlier it was forest, now also forest. So the change is here only. It was uninhabited earlier, but now it is inhabited. Let's come to question number 2. Food is more important for survival than identity. If at the end of the day, they can feed their families and go to bed without an aching stomach, we would rather live here than in the feast that gave us no grain. Say a group of women in tattered saris, when I asked them why they left their beautiful lands of green fields and rivers, wherever they find food, they pitch their tents that become transit homes. Children grow up in them, becoming partners in survival. And survival in Simapuri means rag picking. Through the years, it has acquired the proportions of a fine art. Garbage to them is gold. It is their daily bread, a roof over their heads, even if it is a leaking roof. But for child, it is even more. The phrase transit homes refer to the dwellings that are unhygienic, inadequate, fragile, temporary. Which is the correct answer? Transit homes means option?
Temporary.
Temporary. Yes, transit means not permanent, temporary. home on the path. Identify the figure of speech used in the sentence garbage dump is gold. It is hyperbole, simile, synsodate, or personification. This we had discussed earlier also. Which is the correct answer? Hello? Garbage dump.
Hyperbole.
Exaggerated, so it is hyperbole. Choose the term which best matches the statement. Food is more important for survival than identity. So here is it mean immorality, necessity, obligation, ambition. Food is more important for survival than identity. Choose the term which best matches the statement.
Necessity.
Necessity. Okay, correct.
Yes.
Necessity. All right. What does acquired the proportions of a finite mean? Acquired the proportions of a finite means rag picking has regained its lost status. A segment of rag pickers has skilled in fine arts. Rag picking has attained the position of a skill. Only a few people are experts in rag picking. 1, 2, 3. Which one? Yes. Rag picking has gained its low status? No, it cannot be. A segment of the rag pickers are skilled in fine arts. It may not be only few. Only a few people are experts. These two statements mean the same thing. So this one is the correct answer. When the older man enters, she gently withdraws herself, the broken wall, and brings her veil closer to her face. As custom demands, daughter-in-law must veil their faces before male elders. In this case, the elder is an impoverished bangle maker. Despite long years of hard labor, first as a tailor, then as a bangle maker, he has failed to renovate a house, send his 2 sons to school. All he has managed to do is teach them what he knows, the art of making bangles. So here, who is the old man? Brother, okay. The old man was Mugesh's father, Mugesh's grandfather, a villager, village hut. Who was he?
Mugesh's father.
Yes. What was the woman's gesture when the old man entered? She hid behind the wall. She went out of the house. She went inside the kitchen. She brought him a cup of tea. What was the gesture?
She hid behind the wall.
Yes. The phrase impoverished bangle maker here refers to the person who was very old, penniless, wealthy enough, owner of the house. Impoverished means, of course, penniless, moneyless, no money. The elder was not able to teach a good lesson to the son, send his children to school, renovate his house, or both 2 and 3, which is the correct answer. You want to see, you can see. Teach a good lesson to children, send his children to school, renovate his house. This is okay. This is okay. In that case, 4 is the correct answer. This 2. Okay. This is Karam, his destiny, says Mukesh's grandmother, who has watched her own husband go behind with the dust from polishing the glass bangles. Can a God-given lineage ever be broken? He implies, born in the caste of bangle makers, they have seen nothing but the bangles in the house, in the yard, in every house, every other yard, every street in Firozabad. A. What has happened to Mukesh's grandfather? He suffered from asthma due to working in glass factory. He went blind with the dust of polishing bangles. He died due to suffocation in dingy cells glass factory. He purchased the glass factory and became the owner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is the correct answer?
Option B.
Yeah.
He went blind with the test.
Blind with the dust of polishing bangles. Identify the literary device in this statement. For the children, it is wrapped in wonder. For the elders, it is a means of survival. So here, metaphor, antithesis, irony, and hyperbole. Metaphor is a comparison. Irony is the opposite. Hyperbole is exaggeration. Antithesis. ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന for the children, it is wrapped in wonder. For the elders, it is a means of survival. So which one is the correct answer? This is the correct answer. Antithesis. Why didn't Mukesh family stop working in glass factory? They were under heavy debt. They were born in the caste of bangle makers. It was their ancestor business. So they may be in debt, but much more than that. They were born in the caste of bangle makers. It was their ancestor work, and therefore, fourth one is the correct answer. 2 and 3. Which cities, every street is comprised of bangle makers? Got to name the city. Firozabad, Faridabad, Ghaziabad, Moradabad. Which one? Definitely Firozabad. Question number 5. She still has bangles on her wrist, but no light in her eyes. एक वक्त पर खाना भी नहीं खाया, she says, in a voice drained of joy. She has not enjoyed even one full meal in the entire lifetime. That is what she has reaped. Her husband, an old man with a flowing beard, says, I know nothing except the bangles. All have done is made a house for the family to live in. Hearing him, one wonders if he has achieved what many have failed in their lifetime. He has a roof over his head. The cry of not having money to do anything except to carry on the business of making bangles, not even enough to eat, rings in every home. The young man echoed the lament of the elders. Little has changed with the time. It seems in Firozabad, years of mind-numbing toil have killed all initiative and the ability to dream. Now the question. She still has bangles on her wrist, but no light in her eyes. This implies that she is married, but has lost the charm in her eyes. This married woman was lost her grace and beauty. Though she is married, her eyes are devoid of happiness. She is a married woman who has lost her eyesight. This is the correct answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can anybody say? She's a married woman, but lost the charm in her eyes? No. Because better answer is there. She's a married woman who lost her grace and beauty. That also not the answer. Though she is married, her eyes are devoid of happiness. She is a married woman who has lost her eyesight. Which one? When you say light in the eyes means what? When you say that there is light in the eyes, somebody's eyes are shining, what does it mean?
Happiness.
Yes, definitely.
Happiness.
So this one. This is the correct answer. Now he has a roof over his head. The tone of the author is, when he says that roof over head, the tone is pessimistic, empathetic, sympathetic, optimistic.
Optimistic.
Optimistic, because it's a positive thing. He is having a roof. Choose the term which best matches the statement. The young man echo the lament of their elders. Acceptance, reflection, reiteration, doubtfulness.
Reiteration.
Reiteration is the one. Years of mind-numbing toil have killed all initiative and the ability to dream. This shows that the bangle makers are exhausted, yet they were enterprising and have dreams. The trajectory of work has destroyed their willingness to improve their lot. The daily grind has stolen the dreams of bangle makers and made them dull. The bangle makers have been working so hard that there is no time to dream. So which is the correct answer?
Option B. Bangle makers have been working so hard that there is no time to dream.
Okay. Which one? The bangle makers have been working so hard that there is no time to dream. So this cannot be. We already, the daily grind from the dreams of bank makers and made them dull. Out of these two, this one somebody said this is the best answer. Second one is the best answer. Second one. Who is the author of the story Lost Spring? Anis Jung. Name the birthplace of the author. Anis Jung's birthplace. This is Anis Jung's birthplace. Mumbai, Delhi, Kochi, Rourkela. So they're not clear. What does the title Lost Spring symbolize? Lost blooming childhood, autumn season, lost money, lost age. Is it not lost?
Lost blooming child.
Okay. The author analyzed in the story. Rich people, garbage, poor children and their exploitation, her works. Which one?
Poor children and their exploitation.
According to the author, what was garbage for the parents? Means of entertainment, means of joy, means of sorrow, means of survival. Which one?
Means of survival.
Means of survival is the correct answer. According to the author, what was garbage for the children? Means of entertainment, means of time pass, means of playing, means a wonder. Which one?
A wonder.
A wonder. What is the meaning of Sahib Alam? Honor, rich man, poor man, Lord of the universe. Of course.
Lord of the universe.
What was Sahib looking for? X, gold, coins, toys. Which one?
Coins.
Gold.
Looking
Gold.
for gold.
Gold.
Gold also means money. Okay. Sahib hailed from which place? Delhi, Simapuri, or from where he come from? Greenfield or Dhaka? None of the above. Which one? Is it not? Greenfield or?
Greenfield.
Green field of
What do the boys appear like to the author in the story? Morning cross, evening cross, morning birds, evening birds.
Morning birds.
Morning birds.
More.
Why did Sahib go through garbage dumps? They find a silver coin, find a rupee, find a 10 rupee note, all the above. Which is the correct answer?
To find silver coin.
That is correct.
I think all of these. All of these.
All of this. Why is the author calling garbage as gold in the story? Because of the jewel in it, because of the gem in it, because of the gold in it, because of the encashment value. John.
Because the encashment value.
Because of its
Encashment value.
Encashment.
What excuse do the Raipikers give for not wearing chappals? Mother don't give chappals to wear. No interest in wearing chappal. A tradition of not wearing chappal. All of this. Which one?
The tradition of not wearing chappals.
That is there. Then
All of
once
this.
check
I
up.
think all of this is
Because the mother doesn't give, somebody said that even if it is given, he will not wear. And some others say that a tradition. So all these are correct. In that case, you have to click D. What did the man from Udupi pray for when he was young? He was actually praying for a pair of trousers, pair of shoes, friends, an opportunity to study in school. Pair of shoes, is it not? And question number 20. What is the metaphorical symbol of Simapuri in the lesson? Is it poverty? Is it exploitation, enjoyment, a little help? Metaphorical symbol, comparison. Simapuri is equal to what? എന്നാണ് ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. Poverty.
help.
A little hell would be better.